So, hey,
Okay.
Vielka, welcome to the show. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm glad that you could join me here on this fine, blustery, lovely, I don't even know what is it doing out there. What day is it, by the way?
Today is Friday.
You're keeping
Friday,
track?
April 17th.
Sweet, good.
Yeah,
I've
no,
kind
I
of
keep
lost
track.
track. You do?
You lose track?
I do lose track. Yeah, I do lose track. But you're right. It is Friday, and so we're here Friday afternoon, and I thought it would be great to have a chat. Love you, Vielka. I love you. I've always loved your energy, and I thought when I was doing the show, Vielka's got to come on the show. So I'm glad you're here with us today. And you're a new mom, right? You've got a 2-year-old running around. So if he runs in the room, what's his name?
Lennon. Like
so
John
we'll
Lennon.
say hi. Yes, great.
Oh, yeah.
Good. So why don't you tell us? Oh no! If he hears your name, maybe he'll run in. Yeah, we should be careful with that. But tell us a little bit about yourself, what you're doing now, and the type of practice, what you're doing.
So I'm a registered psychotherapist. I'm in Whitby, Ontario, and I work
Good old Whitby.
people. Yes, sir. I work with people of all ages, so children and adults.
Okay.
Presenting with trauma, OCD, and anxiety mainly. So I work all the time. I work all the time. I really like my job.
Great. I can tell.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why more people don't feel like this about their job. I really love my job and I love my work. But in my practice, I try to incorporate not just cognitive behavioral therapies. I try to use other tools that help the body.
Yeah.
So I use direct neurofeedback and I use the Safe and Sound protocol. I don't know if you're familiar with that, which is sound therapy to help us pick up more cues of safety rather than danger. So I use it a lot in the beginning of therapy, and then we get into the nitty gritty of things once people are feeling better. So it's really kind of intense, but very rewarding work to work with trauma and people that are a bit more compromised.
It's heavy stuff.
Yeah, it is. It's really exciting. So I work by myself most of the time, and I also have a colleague that works with me who is Georgia Fullerton, and she's an expressive arts therapist. So we're at the Insight Clinic. That's the name of our practice. And
great. The Insight Clinic is it in Whitby or
yes,
Ajax?
Sir.
Okay.
No, it's in downtown Whitby.
Okay.
101 Mary Street West. You can visit our website at theinsightclinic.ca.
Sweet.
And you'll learn all about us.
Nice. Very good. Very good. So I would imagine that you are a little bit busy right now with online, that is. All of us therapists have had to kind of transition to being online. So I wanted to have these conversations with therapists to take some information, to take some advice from you, how you're handling it personally and how you're handling what you're noticing also professionally too. Because I think you're on the front lines, you're a frontline worker in a lot of ways in a mental health perspective. So I wanted to get your...
Well, personally speaking, I mean, I'm okay at home.
Yeah.
Like I like to be home.
Okay.
Like I work a lot of hours during the week, and I'm always running around, so it's not bad to be home.
Yeah.
But working from home is a challenge for me.
Yeah.
So my partner and I are both working from home at the same time, and we have a 2-year-old. But when I'm working, I cannot afford a single interruption. Like I cannot have my kids screaming and yelling and distracting my clients or me. So for me, the challenge is kind of being fair to him because he works at a bank. And everybody's working from home, so they can be interrupted and distracted and whatnot. But as a therapist, you really want to create that same, environment for your clients when they're online with you. Give them that sense that you're focused and that you're there just for them.
Yeah, you're tuned into them.
Yeah. So that to me is the challenge. Like I feel that when I work Like I put this extra burden on him, and he says he's fine and stuff, but
Okay.
and every other day he can get a little stressed. And so it's been new to kind of have to manage a different schedule.
Yeah.
Try to have appointments later in the day or earlier in the morning so that we can both have a chance to work and do quality work as well. And so with a 2-year-old, the challenge is really keeping him entertained and busy.
I would imagine. Yeah. Thankfully, my teenagers can amuse themselves at this point, but you don't have that luxury as a 2-year-old.
No, we don't, man.
Yeah.
And I was really dreading the whole screen time thing, and I remembered the pediatrician in the back of my head going, "Don't give it more than 17 minutes or 2 hours," or I don't even know what she said, but I just have the voice in her face in the back of my head. I'm like, "Don't give him that much screen time."
Yeah.
Well, if only she saw us now.
Yeah.
But it's kind of been a good thing because we're bilingual. So we speak Spanish and English at home. We speak mostly Spanish then. So having him watch all these videos and music has really been like, he's taken good advantage of it because he's in that moment where he's developing language.
Yeah.
So it's not all bad, the screen time, because the man is now talking and putting sentences together.
Oh, wow. Amazing. Okay.
So I'm going to tell the pediatrician that the next time I see her, see what she thinks. So sticking to a sleep schedule has been enormously important.
Yes.
For him, but for us to keep our sanity.
Structure is so important.
And just rotating games, toys, and activities. Like
games, toys, activities, food.
Yeah. Games, toys, activities, food, and then screen time. So you put that on rotation.
The basic food groups.
Yeah.
The basic food groups right there.
Yeah, for a 2-year-old, pretty much.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty much. That's also been kind of different, right? Because your clients come into your home in a way.
Yeah.
And like, I'm in the spare room, there's like nothing behind me, but even then they're asked, "Oh, so where are you?" And I'm like, "Your room." "Oh, didn't you have a home office?" I'm like, okay. So, and if they hear the kid in the background, "Oh, is that your kid? What's his name?" So it's a little bit different when they're kind of in your home.
Yeah.
In that way, but I find that it's good to get close to them and to kind of feel close in a different way, because we're not in the same space.
Yeah.
So when they see that, oh, she's also a person, she's human, she's got people running around her, she can be distracted too, that kind of normalizes the situation and helps, I find, get comfortable with being online.
Like you're a normal person with just normal real life issues, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just happen to know a lot about how people think and feel and where all that comes from. Yeah. But other than that,
I guess I can see how that would be very comforting for a lot of people to experience that. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Good observation. So what are you noticing with your clients right now as they're trying to adjust to this quarantine reality?
So I have like 2 versions of that answer. So one is people that I'm receiving that are new, which are not very many. But there was one lady who spoke to me today, and she was saying, "Well, I've had issues in the past," because I'm asking, "So what brought you to have an appointment now?" She's like, "Well, now I'm stuck at home and I can't keep myself busy and distracted.
Yeah.
And I have to face this. Like I have no way of running away from my thoughts.
Escape.
No way of escaping these feelings. Like I have to face it. And I just need an appointment now because this is the time that I have, and I'm trapped in the situation." So I find that would be an opportunity for people in a way, if they look at it the way that she's looking at it, like, well, okay, can't run from it, gotta face it.
Yeah.
But for others, they may not be ready to face their issues. It can be quite overwhelming and debilitating.
Yeah.
Not to have these outlets.
Yeah, because you don't have the other things that you would normally do to soothe or to feel good.
Like even eye contact with people can be so engaging and so calming, right?
Right.
And you don't have that. You don't really have that kind of eye contact that I guess we need. And also the lack of physical activity.
Yeah.
That's a major one.
Yeah.
I work with a lot of like anxious folks where their system just revs up.
Yeah.
And then when that energy has nowhere to go, it just goes straight to their head.
Yeah.
And the racing thoughts can seem really overwhelming. So with this whole thing, I'm kind of concerned about a lot of people developing some obsessive and compulsive behaviors.
Okay. Yeah.
Because we are with less movement in general, with less contact. So if we are not having these conversations with people where we filter our experiences and our reality through their lens as well as ours, it can get very convoluted up there. So lack of physical activity and sometimes even physical affection can also play a part. And that's what I've been finding the most with my clients. It's a little different with the teenagers and the children.
How are they handling the social part, I wonder? What are you observing?
Well, a lot of them simply are online, and now I guess parents are more flexible because this is the only way they have to engage with their friends. But the ones that are dating, for example, teenagers that are dating, they find it especially difficult. Especially difficult.
And all the fathers are going, excellent.
I am noticing moms making efforts to get them together. It's like, we'll bring them coffee and we'll park the cars next to each other. So at least you can see him. So I found like there being, some parents are getting pretty creative with that. But I do encourage the ones that I do see that are struggling with being cooped up or that maybe are getting a little bit irrational about what could possibly be going on outside.
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing. We spend too much time inside and the outside becomes the unknown.
The fear of missing out as well.
Yes.
Like you tell yourself stories about what you're missing out on.
Or you just imagine that it's like the apocalypse out there.
Zombies are walking around.
Never want to go out. Yeah, like zombies are running around. So when I hear some irrationality, I go like, you need to go outside. I don't care where you go. If you used to go to the mall, like to get in the car and go around the mall and just see that it's still there. It's not filled with zombies. People are still, getting coffee sometimes. So please do go outside and just have alone time.
Yeah.
Because it's really hard to find alone time at home when everybody's there.
Yeah. Depending on the house or the environment you live in, if you, in a condo or in a smaller apartment or townhouse, when there's probably a lot more overlap than in with people with larger houses where they do have their space so they can go to their bedroom and shut the door and have some level of privacy.
Yeah, some level is the right
some
way
level
to describe it.
Yeah.
Because I've had appointments in the car.
Yeah.
Like people in their cars and us doing their counseling because that is the only place where they can guarantee that no one's going to hear them.
Yes.
And they can keep their privacy, right?
Yeah. You got to be careful with the Bluetooth when you do that, though. I've heard of stories of somebody else's Bluetooth catching the call. Yeah. Interesting. New challenges. Yeah. So tell me, as we talk about kids, this whole idea then of Minecraft. I had a dad say, how much time is too much to let my kid play Minecraft? And I thought, well, you know what? The child is not just playing games. He's socializing with all of his friends online as well, too. So there certainly is that social element.
but there's a lot of creativity in Minecraft.
Yeah.
It's not just like you can create sleeves and whole worlds. There's tons of exchange and negotiation skills that that they develop when playing these games.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It depends. I think it's an individual choice.
Mm-hmm.
How long is it okay for your kids to be there? But it's not all bad.
Yeah.
That's what I have to say. I think it's important for you to get to know that world a little bit, because that's like what can make parents a little restless is I don't even know who he's talking about. I don't know what he's doing. He's just staring at the screen, pressing these buttons, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But if you know, like, oh, who's he talking to? Is his cousin, or he's hanging out with his friend from school and they're talking about this and they're building this together, then gives you a better sense of how much time is okay for my kid to be there.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have no idea what he's doing, you're just going to cut him off an hour in.
Yeah, and he's just getting started building his world.
Getting started.
Yeah.
Or are you going to tell him to stop and he's like in the middle of a very deep conversation or negotiating the price of sleep or whatever it is that they're doing.
Yeah.
But if you get to know what exactly they're doing, like how is it that they're playing this? What is it that they like about it? You will be able to determine then, oh, this is totally unnecessary. You're doing this by yourself. You're not really playing Minecraft or what it is that you are playing. Because they can say, oh, I'm playing Minecraft, and maybe they're not.
Maybe they're not. Yeah.
So it's more about gathering information so you can make your own decision about how much time is too much time for your kid. That depends on age and also like what skills do you want to see them develop at this time in their lives.
Yeah.
Depending on what time in their lives they're in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good thoughts. Yeah.
The other thing is,
yeah,
I have found with clients as well is a lot of people are trying to just like fill time.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm suggesting to most of them is to maybe come up with a goal, not necessarily to fill time, but so if you're going to be stuck at home, what do you want to have at the end of it? Do you want to just relax and really not do anything? Because some people are very, very busy day to day that not doing anything is actually kind of good.
Yeah, can be healthy.
It can be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
But if you feel like you're just filling up time and like counting the hours, like what am I going to do next? And what am I going to do next? And that can be very overwhelming. The decision making of just what to choose, boredom can just like chew you up. And spit you out.
Yeah.
So
what kind of things are you noticing then your clients are some of the goals that they might be making for themselves?
So some of them are trying to work on their endurance when so some of them like say bike ride or they practice any kind of athletic activity. Mm-hmm. And a lot of them just want to get better at it. Mm-hmm. Others want to be able to, I don't know, there's mainly athletic activities. Some of them want to read books that they haven't read. And some of them just want to spend time with their families because they just don't really get to.
Yeah.
And also not die in the attempt of spending time with their families. A lot of it has been that. When I work with families, though, a lot of them just want to be able to just work together as a family.
Yeah.
Because they get to notice how much weight one parent or the other, or just the parents carry of like cleaning the house, taking care of things. So it's a good opportunity to see who carries more weight, who believes they live in a hotel, who is within reason believing that they live with a family and just people, not servants. So I've had a few sessions about how do we do a family meeting where we don't kill each other because we've been stuck here and we need to just figure out how we're going to do this for another month because the last month has not gone well.
Yeah. So it's like a reevaluation of how things have gone in the past and saying, and we need to reassess here and not kill each other and be happy in the moment too, right? Like it's not just about surviving. I think thriving, I think we can do better.
I think so. A lot of the whole, who does what and chores and taking care of the home can be, when that's not clear of who assumes which responsibility, it can really put a lot of wear on a relationship.
Yeah.
It can really do that. So settling on issues like that, distributing responsibilities, having some routine, it makes it so that the family has time to then think of what is fun to do. What do I really enjoy with this person? What do we want to do now that everything is clean?
Yeah.
And kind of see it that way so that you can thrive and actually get something good out of it. And that kind of makes me think back on the goals of some clients, because some of them are actually seeing this as a challenge, and they want to see if they can be more resilient, because they find it challenging. So I say, well, you got to do it. Like, we have no choice.
Yeah. You're tapping into their competitive nature.
Yes, but also in their strength. Being competitive can be quite a strength for some people. It can be poison for others, but for some, it can be very useful, especially if they're competitive with themselves instead of other people.
And so you're challenging them to learn some new skills, to push themselves, to learn some new things, read new books, maybe. They're choosing perhaps like athletics and that sort of thing. What about even painting or like the arts in that sort of way, or music or dance and that sort of thing, or having fun, being silly?
What?
Yeah.
I think that many of them are actually enjoying, the TikTok challenges and so forth. So I think that a lot of society is pushing people to do things like that, to share and to nurture relationships in a different way. I think that the other part that I focus on, not just the physical movement and having people go outside to keep their mental health stable, is also taking the opportunity to nurture relationships, like people that you haven't spoken to in a while, or if you're stuck at home with your mom or your dad or somebody that you don't really get along with. This is an opportunity, because now guess what? Everyone has something in common. Everyone. You can strike conversation with anyone about the current situation. People that you have no idea where to even start a conversation from.
Yeah.
So, and if nurturing relationships leads you to dancing or making some art, or vice versa, then all the better.
Have at it.
Oh God, yeah. It's just really, there are odd times, and I think we're going to have odd reactions. I think we're going to have pretty odd reactions. Bless you.
Thanks.
I found a little bit of everything. I have found a little bit of everything. It's just working with all ages. You get quite a range. Is also why I like it. I see
lots of diversity there.
So I kind of have to narrow it down by focus rather than age. So I get lots of different things. So the younger ones are doing more art, and they are spending a lot more time with parents. My teenagers are getting more athletic and trying to not lose it and go outside with their parents. I do find that they get closer with their parents, and they want to kind of take advantage of that. And then the adults, most of them are relaxing and trying to work with their kids, and just trying to keep things as they were, not to get any worse. Just to get better. So
I've noticed that. I had one family, and they've decided to try to set aside for now solving some of their challenges and just keep the status quo, because they're afraid they're going to kick over the hornet's nest, so to speak, if they try to address some of the bigger problems. So let's just all get along in the meantime and
try to survive this.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to have that awareness. Because if we're going to push to thrive, sometimes thriving looks like keeping a moment, like a period of calm and peace at home. If this is a high conflict family or people that are simply not used to being together ever, then that's actually thriving in a way.
Yeah.
Because they're agreeing, you know what? Let's all just stay where we are. Let's just keep things as they are. And that can be challenging for one individual maybe in the family.
Yeah.
Who always wants to fix things, for example.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maintenance has its challenges.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
At the very end of therapy, I'm sure you're more than familiar with setbacks and whatnot. So yeah, maintenance can be challenging. And I think that this is quite a wake-up call for a lot of people. So
is that, what do you take away? What do you think? I don't know if I threw this question at you before, but what do you think the main takeaway is going to be for society, for our planet, when we go back to whatever we call normal here?
I'm not sure. The takeaway.
I mean, there really are a lot of things that we can look at.
There's so much.
There's a lot there, but
I think that one is going to be appreciation for senior people.
Okay.
The elderly, the people that saw us growing up and helped us, and how much we are not doing our job of protecting them and caring for them, and valuing that. I find that even the youngest of my clients are very aware that this is very risky for their grandparents and just the older folks in their family. So I think that's going to be a very, that's going to be in the forefront of very many people at the end of this.
Yeah.
The other part will be, being really grateful for what we do have.
Yeah, I hope so.
Because, just being inside all the time and not having access to your favorite places, your favorite people, your favorite things. Or having the bad habit of complaining all the time and now having nothing to complain about or everything to complain about. I think appreciation will also be an attitude that we'll probably see in a lot of people. And I think that's it. I think I'm with those two because I think to me those are the major ones.
Do you have any advice for us?
Oh, dude, embrace it.
Embrace it, huh?
Embrace it. You get to be at home.
Yeah.
Embrace it. You have to. We suffer most whenever we don't want to suffer.
Yeah. When we're fighting it.
A few books. Don't remember exactly who said it. Seen it in a couple books actually. But it's one of my favorite phrases, and we have to embrace it. Now that I'm home, what do I want to do? That's in your control. When you get to leave, when we're going to be safe.
Yeah. That's uncontrollable.
No. But you can stay calm. That's entirely in your control. Staying calm. It's entirely in your control what you choose to spend your time doing. It's entirely in your control what you choose to tell yourself. Well, so embrace it. This is a situation. Create your little routine, even if it's a mental one. Try your best to enjoy it.
Making the best of the situation.
But just trying. You don't even have to achieve it.
Just try.
Bar very low. Just try it. I just want people to try. You might just do it. Or laugh in the way there.
That's right.
So that's what I would like to tell people.
Okay.
Focus on what you can do and just try to enjoy it.
Do you have a funny story for us, Vielka, on the way out the door here as we land the plane?
A funny story?
Funny story or a piece of advice for us? He already gave us one.
I've been giving you plenty of advice.
Or a saying or a funny story.
A funny story of my kid. I can tell you a funny story of my kid.
Sure, please do.
Well, so in the first days of the quarantine, when we went walking on this trail, and there were some benches there. There were metal benches, and those were the days when they started to say like how long the virus lives on a certain surface.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I'm like, oh, we need to go give you, take you out for a walk and stuff. So I went by myself, and it was really close to my home, so I didn't really take anything. Half the time I forget his bag. But so we're just walking, and there he goes, very excited to see his bench. Please remember, he's 2 years old. So there he goes with his bare hands, going to grab that bench, and there I am going like, no! And out comes his tongue.
No!
He licked it. He licked the bench.
He licked the bench. You're a good mom, Vielka.
I wanted to die.
No judgment here.
How long does coronavirus last on metal surfaces? Oh my God. Let's go. Run for your life. And then I get home, and he's like, I tell my husband, he's like, yeah, it could have been worse. He could have licked the entire bench.
Yeah.
That makes me feel better. So I don't know what lesson is to be learned there. Maybe be a more responsible parent and bring hand sanitizer everywhere. I did not have it at the time. There wasn't any to buy.
The one lesson I take from that is you can't plan for every outcome.
Oh my God, no.
you can plan for the hands.
I grabbed his hand. I was not counting on him licking it.
Oh, wow.
Not at all.
Yeah.
So enjoy that, everybody.
Okay.
Please.
Thank you for making us smile. I appreciate that, Vielka. That was great.
You're welcome.
All right. So how can we, if we want to find you online? Or
theinsightclinic.ca.
theinsightclinic.ca.
Yes, or you can call or text at 289-483-0133. I'll
make sure I'll put it in the link then. I'll put it in the link so people can see the information and check you out online.
Although this is kind of unfair, I'll tell you, because I would like this to be a two-way conversation where I can ask you questions too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look at the time. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, future edition.
There you go. So you can, the next time when you want me to come on your show, I'll do that. And you can fire away all the questions you have.
Now you're making me have a show now.
There you go. See, we're all growing through this, aren't we?
Oh!
We're all growing through this.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
And if we are going to ask our clients to grow and have a growth mindset and be open to change, then how can we not adopt that same mentality?
Oh my God, Kevin. This is why I'm your friend. You are so politely telling me the truth. I'm so thankful for that. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not going to make a promise.
No,
I'm not going to make a promise, but this has been growth for me.
Yeah.
So thank you for that opportunity.
Like you said to your clients, just try.
Just try.
Just try.
Okay. Oh, well.
What's the worst that can happen?
Nothing.
This has been really great. Thank you for coming on the show.
You are welcome.
And I really appreciate you. And thank Lennon for not coming into the room for the whole time. That was pretty amazing.
He's in the whole other floor.
Okay. All right. He's just waiting to come downstairs or wherever you are. Yeah. Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, you do take care of your family. Stay safe. And we will be in touch, I'm sure, in the future.
When are you going to upload this?
I'm going to give it a whirl tonight, so it should be up within the next half hour, I think.
What? You're a very quick edit.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Good.
Okay.
Okay. We'll be in touch.
We'll be in touch. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye.